Hi Flosstube, I'm Lori and welcome to Once Upon a Stitch. Today's Tuesday, November 2nd, All Souls Day, or Dias de los Muertos. If I said that correctly, maybe not. Um, anyway, it's around 3:45 in the afternoon. I usually do my floss tubes in the morning, but it's election day. So I don't know if you can see my button, my sticker. They gave me a sticker for voting. And we oh, that's what I did. I had a meetup at the library. We hadn't been together in over a year, and this was our first one. We were supposed to do it last weekend, but a nor'easter came through and the rains were really bad, and they declared it a state of emergency, so they said stay off the roads, and so stay off the roads we did. But anyway, it's so good to be back with you today. I just want to share something with you. Right before my last video, I was thinking to myself, I don't know if I should do this anymore. But I mean, I never said anything to anybody, but you all that leave comments make me feel so good about doing these floss tubes that now I want to continue to do them. I just thought maybe, but thank you so much. I really appreciate all your kind messages. And it really made me feel so good about doing this. So I hope you enjoy them. I plan to keep doing them, and I hope you see what you like today. Okay, so since we've last been together, we did have a meetup at Needleworkers. I had met these ladies at the New Jersey Flosstube Retreat. Let's see, we didn't have one last year. 2 years after that, so 3 years ago. That's when I first met them. And we started to meet at the store once a month, whoever could make it that month. It was like, come as you go and come as you can. And so we had a meetup. And this time, Connie from Count Twice, Stitch Once contacted Kathy from To Dye House and myself because she knows that we go to Needleworkers, and she was going to be on vacation with her husband, and she was driving in the area, and she was going to meet up with us. So she actually stayed with us and sat and stitched with us, and then she shopped. I had to leave a little early. I had another thing to attend to, but it was so nice to meet her, and she brought me some things that I want to share with you. She if you watch her floss tube, she does a lot of Mill Hill kits, which I really love. And she made me this ornament that says, "Come stitch for a spell." And I just think it's so beautiful. Then, what's a gift without a piece of chocolate? And then she made these. This would be like a zipper pull, maybe, on my project bag. And if you can see, it's the face of a moon. And then she made this. Look at that. Look at that skeleton. I've seen a few of the different things that she made on her channel, and I always sit there and like, oh my God, how does she do that? Well, I just love this little guy. He's going to sit up here with me all the time. And she put it in an adorable little bag with a witch. So thank you so much, Connie. It was so nice to meet you. She posted a picture of the two of us at Needleworkers on her Instagram page, which is Count Twice, Stitch Once. So if you want to go check that out. And then while we were there, I spoke with my friend Regina, and she and her daughter Megan come to our stitch group. And I asked her to show me how she makes her cording. Now, yes, Vanna has a tutorial out there, but sometimes when you see it right in front of you and you see how they do it again, it's just a little bit easier. Now when I go see Vanna, if I need a refresher, I remember, oh yeah, she did it this way. So we made some cord for me, and this is what we made. I did a red and white, and I haven't given it a try since she taught me. I don't know, it's like my days just fly by and I don't know where they go. And then she also made some buttons, and she shared them. She gave one button to each of us that were there. So I got the candy canes. They're not candy canes. I know what they are. Actually, we had conversations about this because of the order of the color on the candy corn, not candy canes. If it's yellow, orange, white, and some people say, is it orange, yellow, white? So we had a conversation in our group one evening. So candy corn. So while I was at Needleworkers, I purchased some fabric. I got this Stormy Night 28 count Lugana. It's coming out a little bit bluer. It's a little bit grayer, but it's in that blue-gray family. I figured I'd show you this since it's part of why I was there. And then I picked up this lavender rose one. I have a pattern that I'm thinking about putting on this, but I have to do a floss toss because it has purples in it, and I think one of the shades might be this color, so I might not be able to do this. And I picked up Hands On Designs. Autumn Skies is the name of the pattern. This will be for next autumn. And then I saw this on Country Stitchers, Deb and Liz's Flosstube. They went to a retreat and they were gifted these little pillows, and I just loved it. So I saw it there and I just couldn't refuse. Resting Beach Face. Loved it. And if you want to see it finished as a pillow, check out Deb and Liz's last video. It is the most adorable thing, and I just had to have it. This is the pattern that I was talking about for this fabric. And once I do a floss toss, I'll get a better idea if that'll look good, but I think it might work out. This is Elizabeth by Mirabilia. This is a start for next year. I've been starting to make my plans of what I'm going to stitch in what months. And I'll do a video that I'll share with you of what I'll be stitching on what months, in case anybody wants to stitch the same thing, or if you're just interested. Right now, I have approximately 31 new starts, and not every month has a new start, but most months have new starts and then some kind of theme, sort of. Stick around. Not stick around, but stay tuned. And this is the next long dog that I will be tackling next year. Love this. This is Opening Gambit by Long Dog. It's 176 by 269, so it's not as big as my Long Dog Templar Prophecy, but this is chess related piece. And my Michael, who wants the Templar Prophecy one, he plays chess, and he plays it online against other people. And so I showed him this, and at first he didn't realize what it was, and then when I explained it and he saw it in detail, then he really liked it and said, oh yeah, I'd like that. So those are my new pattern. Oh, I got the beads for Elizabeth. I figured I might as well get that, because usually they're DMC floss and with a few extra things. So, and then I purchased the 2022 Book of Days. It starts out in January. So, so I'll start that in January. I didn't purchase it last year because I had already purchased this book, and I'll just go back to October. And I don't put too many stickers. If I put one or two, that's about it. That's my little ghost. But I do mark down what I stitch, and then like these highlighted things are my doctor's appointments that I had. And in previous years, I had a thinner book, which was nicer to store, because then I look back, especially when I have to make doctor's appointments again, you have to make sure you pass your yearly physical in order for it to be covered under your insurance. So I'll transpose those, a couple of dates that are in that book, so I don't have to have that big book around all the time. And I can make notes in my upcoming book of days. So, okay, I wanted to thank Brenda again for sending me these. I have been using them and I love them. And people have told me, like, once you start using them, you're going to really enjoy them. And I do. So thank you so much, Brenda, for sending those to me. Let's see. Okay, I got my flu shot. I have to get my booster. But we're getting there. And I have a mammogram scheduled for this month. Now you know my whole life. The day before Halloween, Michael and Rebecca threw Caleb a little Halloween party, so some of their friends with their little children were there, and Sal and I stopped by, and I wore this bright pink wig. He had no idea who I was. He would not come near me. Every time I tried to reach out to him, he wasn't having it. And finally, towards the end, I took the wig off, and he realized who I was, and then he came over and gave me a hug. It was so cute. He's trying to kiss, but he don't know how. So adorable. All right, enough grandchildren talk. And then I saw Gianna. I have to give, equal time. We saw Gianna, and she's so precious. Amy gets her to laugh, the biggest laugh. I don't have my phone here. Next one, I'll show you some pictures. She's adorable. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show you a finish that I had and then some previous finishes for those that are new to my channel. So these were Lizzie Kate's small tidings, and these were the October. And I made them into little pillows. And I had them downstairs for October. So I had said that the November things that I had up here, I brought downstairs, and the October things I brought upstairs. So a few of the different cross stitch patterns are here. Hard to see, that's double double. Boo. If you want to see them in the next video, just leave a message and I'll bring them closer. Then I did a heart and hand. This was the Halloween pillow. Oh, and that's the back. And this was Lizzie Kate, Why Yes, I Can Drive a Stick. And I got this trim and this other trim from Michael's 2 years ago. And this was previously finished, and I just did a black and orange. Okay, and then this is the one that I finished. It's Satsuma Street. Oops. Yeah, I have glass on it. Okay. And this was done on 20 count Lugana. That was gray. Ash gray? I forget the actual gray, but it's a gray tone to it. So Satsuma Street, it's called Forest. Okay, so what have I been working on? I worked on, I got this backwards. This was the last thing I worked on. I worked on this on Halloween and the day before. And this is Leela's Studio Halloween Quaker. And just got a little bit more done on this. I got 2 houses, 2 trees, the fence, 2 birds, and these 2 motifs. And the last time I showed this, somebody made a comment that I didn't show the whole thing. I just showed like the little section that I stitched on. So this is stitched on a 28 count Lugana in what needleworkers called Haunted. And that's my full piece. Oops. Every time I stitch on it, I do enjoy it. I like the fabric. It stitches really well. Some fabrics, I have a hard time seeing the holes, even though they're all 28 count. I guess they're just woven differently or dyed differently. And some I just enjoy more than others. This I made good progress on because I not only stitched on it for 2 days, but I kept it going while I was watching Caleb. When he naps, he takes like 2-hour naps or 2.5, or if I'm lucky, but I'm trying to do a push on this to see if I can get it done so I can give it as a Christmas gift. And this is the bookshelf. Yes, the bookshelf by Little House Needleworks. And my friend Dee lent this pattern to me. So that's another thing. When people lend you patterns, you want to stitch them and get it back to them. And so I got quite a bit done. I got everything below this vine here. So I got Sense and Sensibility, The Secret Garden, Wuthering Heights, and then I have Little Women, and then 4 women, and then another border like this, right down here. So it's stitched up as quicker than I thought. I know people say words do stitch up quicker, but I'm very happy with it, and I think she'll like it. I think it'll be a surprise because I told her, well, whatever I stitch for you, it's going to take time. It's not something I could pick up one day and finish, quickly. And she was fine with it. She doesn't know what I'm stitching, and she has no idea that it's going to be, hopefully, coming at Christmas. But I'm really excited to surprise her. And hopefully we will be able to get together for Christmas. And the family will be able to get together. Okay, I picked up I want to say the right name of this, but she doesn't put the name on the covers of these patterns. I was going to call it the New England. It's the Plant Wisdom Sampler. I should have known by the tree. And the last time you saw it, I had basically the alphabet done and just a little bit of this vine. And this is stitched on a 28 count ivory Lugana, and the stitch count is 235 by 235. So I stitched some of the vine, the cherub, the pot with 1 flower. So I have 2 more flowers to add to that. And usually I always stitch from this side and go down or across. But I think when I finished the letters here, my Q-snap was further on this side, and not to move it, I just started there. So, but I think it looks so pretty. Okay. I really enjoy stitching the Sampler Company samplers. I like the patterns. They're easy to read. Some patterns give me more difficulty. This is the New England sampler. I'm just looking for the picture of it. That's the New England sampler. And this is stitched on a 28 count Golden Tan Lugana by Silk Weavers. And I finished the house, the trees, the bird, and the grass. So I'm looking forward to this. I love the colors, and they're DMC threads, call for, and I just think those colors are just so beautiful. So what I did was up in this corner here. So I'm trying to make my way to get to these houses. This was the last just cross stitch ornament that I stitched this year, and this is done by Works by ABC, Arlene Cohen, who is part of our Stitchy group, and this is called Golden Filigree. And I had stitched a previous ornament in a different colorway. So I decided to do this ornament in this similar colorway. So let's see. And that's the ornament stitched up in a different colorway. So I think it's really beautiful. I added some beads. I don't know if you can see the beads. They're a little bit closer. Not too many, just a few. And this is the one that I stitched. Let's see if I put a fabric behind it. It won't be so transparent. I stitched this. I don't remember when I stitched this, if it was this year or last. So these are the two together. And I really love it. I haven't decided. This was finished in a diamond shape. This was finished as a pillow, but I think I'm going to make it an ornament for the tree. It's just so pretty. So thank you, Arlene, for the pattern. It was in the 2020 Cross Stitch magazine. So I did all 12 of the selected ornaments for this year. So I have to post them in the group. And that's, I told you about that last month at, was it JCS Stitches? I don't remember what it was. Let's see if I wrote it down. Excuse me, I'm a licker. Just cross, JCS Stitch Along is what the Facebook page was. Okay, then I picked up, I have my working copies in here so I can bring it closer so it's easier to read. Blackbird Designs Christmas Garden. And this is in the Home for the Holidays book by Blackbird Design. And I hope I have a finish on this next year. This is done on 28 count Platinum Lugana. Let me see if I fold it in half so that you can't see through it. Okay, let's see. I stitched, okay, I have to stand up. This was done. I stitched down the side and then I added these two up. So, yeah, that's what I stitched. This is going to be a pretty big piece on 28 count. I know everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people do it on smaller count fabrics, and it's easier to frame. It's easier to find a frame, not have to order one, or those that do order it. It's probably less expensive to buy a smaller frame, but it's the only thing I can see, and I didn't want to do it on Ada. So it'll get done eventually, and it'll get framed eventually. Then I picked up Little House Needleworks Kringles, and I'm still on the roof. I'll be on the roof for a while. Let's hope I don't jump. Okay. This is done on a 28 count Sage Lugana. Springfield Sage, it's called. It's like a greenish. So I got up to the middle window and then some more of the roof, some of the white snow. So I have another window and more roof. Roof between and the gate, and then another window, and then another roof section. So I'll be lucky if I get that done this year. I think the goal that I had on this was only up to the middle window, up to it. So I did pass my goal, so that was good. Okay, then Okay, I blew up my pattern on this so that I can mark it as I stitch it, and that's the Templar Prophecy. So this is what it looks like. I know I showed the other picture of it, but it's so much nicer when you see it large and you see a little bit more detail to it. So the last time I showed it to you, I had finished page 12. So that was 11, 12. Yeah, I'm doing this, working this way. And this is my piece. So I stitched like if this line went straight up to about here across, the cage is new, and the tree. So I filled in all this section up here for page 13. I'm hoping to get page 13 done by December. Two more rotations of 2 days each. Hopefully I can get that done. It's a big piece. I guess I really have to stand back. Gee, it's getting larger and larger. I think I measured it and it's about 24 by 24, because as I go out and look for frames, I bring notes with me to see what I'm looking for in case I should find something that might fit. So that's it for today. Looked in the bag, make sure there was nothing more in there. If you're interested, I will do a planning video of what I'm going to stitch on next year, and I will probably do that planning video in November. I don't know exactly when. As soon as I have everything written down properly and I can speak of it properly and show you the patterns, I will see some of the patterns that I'm planning I haven't received yet. I ordered them about a month ago and they haven't come in. So even though I'm not starting, I need one for January for a start. I'm hoping to get it within the next week or two. If I don't get it by the end of November, I might just go out and order it on 1, 2, 3 stitch. But I'm trying to give my LNS the business, and hopefully he'll get it in. So anyway, I will do a video no matter what. If I can't show you the exact pattern, I can't insert because I don't know how to do that. I will show it to you when I do get it. So, okay, so that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. I'm always happy to answer your questions and if I can help in any way. And I'll see, I started a new start on the 1st, which was yesterday, and I'll share that in my next video because I have to work on it. Not that I have to. My plan is to work on it tonight and then switch to another project. I have 2 new starts scheduled the beginning of this month, and 2 more scheduled. Was it 2 or 1? I think 1 more scheduled in December. And I have already approximately 31 scheduled for next year. Don't judge. All right, everybody, it's so good to be with you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed what I've shown you today. I'll be back shortly for the planning video, and then I'll do another video mid-November, right before Thanksgiving, show you what I've been working on, and then we'll plan a whip parade. I'll do that in December. See how far I get and what I have left and what I'll be carrying over. All right, guys, so good to chat with you today. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. Bye, guys. Love you.